welcome to the test drive of KryptoTrak. KryptoTrak, as you've probably been reading, is an application that is built on Microsoft Dynamics 365 that's designed to help you understand and get your arms around all of the components that surround the blockchain industry and cryptocurrency. If you're interested in that market, so to speak, you'll recognize some of these work areas: projects, coins and tokens, mining, masternodes, compliance, reference, Dynamics 365. The concept, though, is that to navigate to specific information, you would choose one of these icons. They're also known as entities. So, by default, you should be landed in projects, and you may have as your default view all projects in the system, or it may be my watch list. And what views are designed to do is to show you lists of information. So this particular one are all of the projects that I've identified as projects I should watch. That's not to be confused with all projects in the system, which would be 1,799 in this particular system. So that's how it works navigationally throughout the whole system. So if I just click here and I go to project teams, I see a list of all the project teams in the system. If I come over here and I look at the coins, I've got all the list of the coins in the system. And wherever you are in the system, you can always open one up to look more carefully at the information in it. What you'll see is a form. And on that form will be fields and sections, and you can collapse and expand these particular tabs to show you more information therein. That's true from whatever you are navigating to. So projects, coins, mining rigs, same thing. This is a list of the mining rigs. In this case, there's only one. You open up that form and you'll see more information about the mining rig itself. That's just the way it works, and that's how you can navigate around the system. The other way to navigate around the system is to go to dashboards. If you go to dashboards and you choose from the list, if you don't see it automatically, project analysis, this is another representation of information. And any one of these can also be interacted with by simply clicking on, let's say, that little icon to bring up the chart you were looking at and the data underlying that chart. So for instance, this is a particular chart, hard caps over time with country, and so here we have the countries that they're from, the months going forward, and the hard caps in dollars. If I click on one of these, by the way, I can filter the list to the left. So charts and views work together. So I can change, for instance, to all projects, and I can get a different kind of representation over here. And then I can also change the specific chart, and that operates on whatever view is on the left. So you have a lot of flexibility with respect to how do you represent data and how you can interact with data. So right now I'm looking at the active ICOs in this sample database merely by clicking on that orange section where it says active and then seeing that list to the left. And that's true throughout the entire system. So dashboards are another way. Good news about this application, you probably won't have time to do it during the test drive, but you can create dashboards. You can create views. You can create all of this that's your personal view of how things look in your system. So it's extremely flexible that way. Again, you can open up any one of these records. You can collapse these tabs, and you can open them to reveal data that you may be interested in. Finally, you can create data in the system. So right now, for instance, I'm clicking new to create a new project, and I would simply fill out these fields and click save. I could name this project whatever I wanted to, and I could identify the vertical market that it was disrupting. By the way, if I didn't find a vertical market that was being disrupted, there's 22 in here, I could create one by clicking new, or I could create one by clicking new right here. Create a brand new vertical market that this is project is disrupting. I could identify a team leader that already exists in the system, Or I can create a brand new team leader, in which case they would be represented here, but they would also be added to the database as a person. And that's really just how it works. I mean, project type, you choose. Organization, if the organization's in the system, you choose them. If they are not, you click New, and then you simply click Save. Now, you can obviously go on and on and on with this. It's good to just get the required fields in. In this particular case, there's only one required field, the name of the project. The analyst comes in automatically. But when you're creating data, you can come back to it anytime you like, and you can fill this out later. It's lots of robust and interesting information in here. During your test drive, you may only want to just look at what's going on, but just understand that you can absolutely create data in this test drive. It's only limited to the permissions that the test drive user has been given, and they're pretty liberal permissions. You can create things like master nodes. You should have a new here, and you can look at all the existing master nodes. What you can't do is change existing data that belongs to somebody else. You'll see read only, but you can create your own. So that's just a quick overview to show you how to use this test drive to gain an understanding about how this works. Please contact us. Please read the manual. Please feel free to interact with us. We have weekly webinars. You can look them up, and we'll help you out. We are very proud of what we've built here, and we think it's extraordinarily useful, and we hope you will find that as well. Thank you.